Alright, Trevor Hurst here from Econoline Crush. Just finished a super duper show. One of the best I've seen from Econoline Crush. That was awesome outside. The energy you brought, Trevor. Legendary.
I try, I enjoy playing, and I enjoy playing for an enthusiastic audience. Today's crowd was just, they were great. When it's raining, it's like, you feel so sorry for everybody. It's like they wanted to come and have this great day outside in the sun, and here it's pouring on them. So, I got into the wet and tried to slide, and, just be part of the whole mess, right?
Yeah.
Try and symbiotic relationship, so I enjoyed it.
For when you guys played, did you find that the energy of the crowd in this wet environment is as good as a regular show? Or did you find that they did good?
They did good. It's tough. It's a long day for those guys to be standing out there, and they'd already seen 4 bands, and I think that they did great. They were a great audience. But it's hard. It's hard for them. It's hard for bands to kind of because they had to still sit through Thornley, the Truths, and then finally Kiss comes on. It's a long day for them, and it's a long day standing. During our set, there was 3 kids hurt,
Really?
Yeah, they pulled them out of the pit. The security was great and saving them and stuff, but it's just, it's a long time to stand, crunched together.
How long you been playing musically, Trevor? Yourself, Econoline Crush days back from 92?
From 92, and I was probably in my teens playing, I'd never not been involved in music, like as long as I can remember. When I was a toddler, I sang in little things and choirs, and then I did musical theater. I've been doing it my whole life. It's been such a big part of my life.
Mm-hmm. Do you train your voice a lot? To keep it up to shape?
I don't do probably as much as I should, but I warm up. I try and stay healthy, try not to do too many crazy things, and I did get some good training when I was first started, and I think technique is 90% of keeping the voice healthy. If you have bad technique, then you're going to wreck your vocal cords, and you try and sing full body, not just throat. That's the problem with rock singers. A lot of rock singers just sing from here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of strain on the vocal cord, and you got to sing full body and project, and there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. You can have a long career if you sing the right way.
Yeah, you guys are famous in Much Music era of Econoline Crush videos.
Yeah.
Do you guys still live on for those videos? Those old Sparkle and Shine and all that?
Do they get played a lot? Or?
Yeah, do they get played a lot, and do they stand out, actually get people to go to your shows?
I don't know how much, it's weird. Right now, music is just going through growth. It's like a teenager or something. Right now, we're at this rebellious stage of trying to figure out where we're going to land, I think. Because Much Music, not to criticize, but it's more about the Hills and a bunch of other crap than music. It should be called Much About Nothing, really, instead of Much Music.
Because now there's TV shows on there.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. We were lucky. We got to be in a time when they actually played music videos. I don't think that the music video plays as big a part as before, but I think that you still have to make them, but you make them more almost for the internet. It's almost like it's a way to sell yourself on site. And if a station like Much Music plays it, that's great. But you've got to be realistic about what you're going to achieve with a video nowadays. We spent hundreds of thousands of dollars making videos back in the day. There's no way you could afford to do that now.
No.
Now it's like videos have to be a very tight budget. You've got to try to do them for next to nothing. And it's tough, especially on a channel like a Much Music or on a mainstream music channel. You've got hip-hop and major label artists spending, $200,000-$300,000, sometimes up to $1 million on a video.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to compete with $10,000 budget. It's tough. You got to be really, but at the same time, look at what Picasso could do in 3 lines, right?
Yeah.
You just got to be inventive. You've got to make it work with what you have.
Would you say that when Econoline Crush disbanded a couple of years back, Now, how long ago was that? Like 7 years ago, 6 years ago?
2001, basically.
After the disband Econoline Crush and joining back, do you find that you missed out? They should have just continued?
Yeah, but I don't think mentally I was able to go further. It's hard, you know. You can look back and you could second guess your career, you know, all day long. There's millions of choices to make that could affect things one way or the other. I play music. I think it's really obvious if you watch Econoline Crush play how much we enjoy playing live.
Oh yeah.
We love it. I love it. It is why I live. It's what I live for. And when the band got to a certain level, it wasn't fun. It was, people were complaining about the rider, about their hotel room, and they missed the plot. They missed what this is really about. It's our job as musicians is to hold up a mirror to society and to show them, whether it's our perspective, but it's to show them what's going on in a court jester-like way. We are the modern court jesters. We're here to make jokes, but we're also here to inform. We're here to offer relief. We're here, you know, it's a very serious thing. It's like you can take it and you can look at it one way, you can look at it a million ways, but I look at it like it's my job to entertain, and for the 40 minutes or an hour that I'm on that stage, I don't want you guys thinking about bills. I don't want you to think about if your car's being towed or if, you know, the soup's going to go bad in the fridge. All I want you to think about is, man, I'm having fun. And I'm like a legal drug, and it lasts for an hour. Just enjoy it for that hour and let go. Let everything go. Just cathartic. Just let it out. Because as human beings, we need those moments. We need that escape. In today's world, man, we have cell phones. We have all this crap. We are never allowed to escape. We're never allowed to just stop and enjoy ourselves. That's what we do with music. It's too loud to talk on your cell phone, so shut the fucking thing off.
Yeah.
It's too, you know, don't text. Just shut it off. Just watch the show and have some fun, because that's what we're here to do, and it's like therapy, so just let it happen. And when we got to that point in 2001 where I didn't even like going on the stage, then what's the point of even going on and doing it? And that's what I felt like. And you know what? I probably said goodbye to a lot of money and a lot of things. But I would rather, and I did. I got into a minivan, and I had a little band called Hurst, and I drove around the country with no crew and no nothing, and I was happy again. And that's why I do this, is to be happy. I don't do it because of money, and I don't do it because of the fame. It's the experience of playing music. And so that's why the band stopped, and that's why the band is back together again, because we all realize that the only thing that matters to us is this band and is the music.
Brent, let me ask you a few questions here.
I'm ready.
Yeah,
all right. How many times have you come to Nova Scotia, Canada, up to now? A big touring artist like you.
Well, not that big. Well, the only times I've been here was with Alice. No, Alice, and then didn't we come out here with our little run with you guys and Erie and Hurst? Or did we not? I thought we did 3 days straight. No. Here's the answer. I don't know.
Okay.
I think I was here for the Junos in 2005. It was fun, and then a different band. And then we came through with Alice, came through White Guy today.
Yeah.
Opening for Fitz.
What do you think of a show like this in the rain playing drums? You lose a lot of drumsticks?
Yeah, everything
I seen one of them.
Everything I own is like, I don't know, wood is not good with rain. I think Ziggy's guitars are fucking. Mine were fucking covered in water. We're gonna see what happens tomorrow with all our shit. This thing is soaked. Okay, this thing right here is short in the water. I just blow dry it on cold. I mean, it's blow dry. I'm cold. It happens. Medium. It's no different, like down south, or up north in Winnipeg, where we're from. Your car rusts out in the winter. So down in the south, your tires blow out from the heat. No matter where you live, right? It's got to deal with the elements. Shoot. Playing clubs in the summertime. We use a lot of technology, obviously, sequencers, and sometimes you get keyboards. We were playing in Florida and even worse. Yeah, even in Virginia. The moisture. Like we had this one night where we were playing in Huntington, West Virginia, and like shit, the whole freaking stage is shut down, and there wasn't a breaker. It was just so wet and hot in the club that like beer just started to stop. Yep. We had to like literally turn on all these fans, open the club doors, and everybody's waiting, and finally everything started up again and we got going. But humidity is wicked on musical equipment. It's the worst thing. Hot, cold, humidity.
Scott, how's your bass? Staying in tune?
They were covered. All the bass, I got fenders, so they always stay in tune.
They stay in tune?
My pedals, my neck was completely covered in water, so I would be playing and it would just be like, I go to hit a note and like almost overshoot and like, oh god, sliding everywhere. We picked out some gear, in March? It sat for 2 months in Toronto in like minus 50. Yeah. Oh yeah. In a moist, cold storage place. The roof guitars, it looked like they were artifacts from the Titanic. Like barnacles on my strings, my straps were completely molded out. Like 50 years.
Barnacles?
Yeah, there was like chunks of shit.
Where did the barnacles come from?
They weren't like obviously barnacles, but I mean like they were. We had them in the storage space at like a friend's hotel, and the roof like leaked all the snow, and they just sat there for like a month. We got them sent out for a show. I opened up my stuff and my straps, my case of knives, threw everything out. Yeah, and then I had to replace everything on my face. Oh my god! Like allergic.
So you guys have to stay long enough to, you have to come sometime and kind of move to the province.
How's your guitar staying in tune today?
Fine, actually. Better than ever. I don't know if the water is good for them. I'm not sure. Here we are complaining. Zig walks in. Oh, it's fine. Better than ever. I found a jacket on the ground. How lame was that, too? I go to throw my jacket just to side stage. The wind catches it and hangs in the air and just drops 2 feet from me. I'm like, thanks. Am I supposed to pick that up? And now I was like dramatic. Whoa! Thing just it wasn't this little metal the maneuver that Trevor his mic is just like, fuck this shit. Grab the other one. There was some malfunctions. I knocked my mic stand over, my pedals blew up. All about you. That was old. It's all about me. That was old school, you know, big A. That's the big A, you know, sound. The mic falls apart. Just go over to the bass and deal his. It was just classic. I mean, I didn't even miss a step. It was like, I dropped in, just grabbed Scotty. You can't call him. And luckily, I was glad you took Scotty's. I'm like, thank you. I was done singing for the evening. Yeah. At that point, yeah.
Brent,
it was all over.
Where's your first big show you ever did with a big band? Like, where's your big break?
Barn 22? Barn 22 in Yorkton, Saskatchewan. Maybe. That was big back then, right? I think that was 1986 or 87. Yeah. You know, like pretty crappy cover bands. And well, it was like my first band. It was like some big outdoor festival thing. This place, this guy had an amazing camera. I don't know how long it lasted. You could go to his club and play. We're all in the same. People just paid money for a cup, and if you brought in your own beer, you had to pour the beer into a cup. I got 25 minutes, and a cup was.